What's going on, guys? Dante562, man. Man, I'm telling you, ain't this some damn ridiculous bullshit? Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Manny, damn Pacquiao. What the hell is going on with this man? I mean, you guys remember the glory days back in the featherweight division? Mayweather just running through, Manny Pacquiao just running through the damn divisions, beating everybody. You got nothing bad to say about him. What the hell has Manny Pacquiao become? What has he become? You know, it's crazy because if you guys have been following my videos, you know that I have been calling this shit way before it has come to media attention. Way before it hit the news. When the shit was still behind closed doors, what's going on with Manny Pacquiao. You guys already know I did a video a while back, called, Bob Arum and Pacquiao still indecisive on their next opponents. Why? I did that video. In that video, everything that's happening right now, which is the article that I'm about to tell you about that I just read right now with Bob Arum saying he don't know what the hell Manny Pacquiao is doing. He damn near scratching his head. I was pretty much predicting that all of this stuff was happening before it was exposed, right? I told you guys already that Manny Pacquiao was backed up in a corner. He don't know which way to go. He knows that Tim Bradley and Marquez are very tough fights. Let me give you guys a better analogy. Like I kind of said, I said something similar before. Manny Pacquiao is a fugitive. And the police have basically cornered his ass. Manny Pacquiao ran into a vacant house, right? And the police officers are Tim Bradley and Juan Manuel Marquez. Well, Tim Bradley is standing by the front door. Come on out, Manny. We know you're in there. Marquez is in the back door. He's at the back of the house waiting for fucking Pacquiao to come out. Pacquiao is cornered. He don't know what to do. You feel me? He don't know what to do. Does he surrender? Because surrendering is equivalent to him not fighting either one. And just basically submitting to letting everybody in the world know that he doesn't have enough confidence to believe that he is even in his own mind pound for pound the best fighter in the world and he could beat these guys. Right? So basically, that's where he stands right now. Right? That is where he stands right now. The article that I just read on boxingscene.com, I read it earlier today. Like I said before, Bob Arum, they're asking Bob what's going on with Pacquiao. Bob is saying, look, man, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to not fight and just, whatever. I really don't know what's going on, right? And then there was another article a couple days ago where Jinky Pacquiao, Pacquiao's wife, was reported to saying she wants him to retire. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys before, this does not sound like a man who truly believes that he beat Tim Bradley easy. This definitely doesn't sound like a man who believes that he can beat Marquez for sure a third or fourth time. So I went over to my auntie's house this weekend visiting in California because I live in Vegas. I went out there to visit. And, I went out there to watch all the fights, the Chad Dawson, and so on and so forth. Now, my auntie and her husband, Tommy, Rochelle and Tommy, they are big-time Manny Pacquiao fans. My auntie in particular, you can almost say she's almost on a level to where she a Pac-tard, right? She loved Pacquiao. She hates Floyd Mayweather, right? She was sitting over there. We talking about Chad Dawson. She jumped in the conversation saying, "Oh, Dante, that was some bullshit, that last fight." I'm like, "What fight you talking about?" "That last fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was some bullshit. He won that fight, Dante." And I'm like, "Okay, you talking about Bradley, right?" Yeah, he was robbed and that was some bullshit, this and this and this and this and that. I'm trying to explain myself, but she cut me off, being irrational. She don't want to hear me, right? So I just go ahead and cut to the chase. And I say, "But auntie, don't you think that he should fight this guy in a rematch and, go ahead and avenge that robbery?" And that's what my auntie say, "Yeah, but they are fighting again. I thought they was fighting in November." I said, "No, auntie, they not fighting. They not fighting at all. Matter of fact, Manny Pacquiao, he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's already postponed the fight, pushed it back 3 dates already." And she was like, "Oh, well, I don't follow the sport all like that, you know." And she said, "But that don't make no damn sense. I thought he was about to fight him in, November." I'm like, "So this is all I'm saying to you, auntie. It's okay if you want to say that Manny Pacquiao won, I'm fine with that. But all I'm saying is it doesn't make sense that he is not fighting him in a rematch." And that was the only time we could agree on something. She totally agreed with me when she found out that he's not fighting Bradley. They both my auntie and Tommy, her husband, they both thought, even like I said, just this weekend, they both thought that Bradley was going to be Manny Pacquiao's opponent November 10th. Why did they think that? Because they just thought that was the natural thing to do, right? They thought it was a natural thing to do. If you guys follow the sport, you know that whenever someone is robbed, if it's a big robbery to where they do an investigation and stuff like that, once people do the investigation, what's the first thing they say? The first thing they say is we are demanding that this fight get redone. We're demanding a rematch, right? And the rematch is, like I said, already on the table. Manny Pacquiao doesn't want the rematch. No, you guys heard me say this a million times. I'm going to probably say it a million more until this whole situation is shut down. Like I keep telling you guys, if Manny Pacquiao believed that he beat Tim Bradley decisively, easy, it makes all the sense in the world that he fights Tim Bradley next. Why? Because Manny Pacquiao's main goal is to fight Floyd Mayweather. Okay? That's his main objective. His little son even told him, "Dad, my wish is that you fight Floyd Mayweather." Manny Pacquiao, he was telling that to reporters. "That's what my son wants, et cetera, et cetera." Not only that, but it's going to give him all the damn money that he desires, at least compared to what he got against Marquez, what he got against Tim Bradley. So if you're trying to make it to the Mayweather fight without stumbling and fumbling the ball and not getting to the end zone, which is Mayweather, land, if you're really trying to do that, then what you have to do is you have to put an opponent in front of you who you know that you can beat, right? That's only common sense. You want to put somebody in front of you that you know you can beat. No doubt. No ifs, ands about it, right? Think Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Do you guys remember what Chavez did after he lost to Pernell Whitaker, but they called it a draw? But it was probably top 2, top 3 worst robberies of all time, right? Matter of fact, it was so bad that before the fight, Pernell Whitaker was considered pound for pound, I think 7, and Chavez was number 1. After that fight, they reversed it, and Pernell Whitaker was considered pound for pound number 1. But do you guys know what Chavez Sr. did following that fight? Now, you would think the natural thing was Chavez will fight Pernell Whitaker for a rematch, right? No. That's not what he did. You guys know what he did? While Pernell Whitaker wanted the rematch, Chavez said, "No, you know what? I think I'm going to go fight someone else." So who did he fight? He fought a rematch with Meldrick Taylor 10 years later, damn near fresh out of retirement, Meldrick Taylor was, right? This is the person he decides to fight. Now, if you got any common sense and you didn't notice, you sitting there scratching your head right now saying, why would he do that? That makes no sense. He just had a controversial fight with Pernell Whitaker, and you telling me that he had no intentions of fighting Pernell Whitaker? That's exactly what I'm telling you guys. So what did Chavez do? He decided to fight a fighter who he believed he can beat for sure. You feel me? So this is exactly what Manny Pacquiao's doing. History repeats itself for certain fighters, guys. This is what Manny Pacquiao's doing. He's got nowhere to run. He's got nowhere to hide. You guys remember, I told you, like I said, I already talked about my video about Pacquiao and Bob Arum being indecisive. Then I did another video where it looked like Marquez was going to once again be the front runner. And I titled the video, Marquez the front runner again. Now, in that video, I told you guys, I said, you know what? I'm not even going to say Manny Pacquiao and Bob Arum anymore, because now it is clear that it's not Bob Arum that's holding this up. It is specifically Manny Pacquiao, right? And just like the article I read today, it proved that I was right. It proved that point. Bob Arum, it doesn't even know what's going on with Manny Pacquiao. Everybody trying to figure out what Manny Pacquiao wants to do. You know, I say fuck it. Just let Manny Pacquiao keep hiding in that damn shack, and let's have Marquez fight Bradley. That's the fight we need to have anyway. You know what I'm saying? If Pacquiao doesn't want to fight either one of these guys, fuck it, man. Let's have Marquez versus Bradley. I'm going to tell you guys, like I said, man, history will always, repeat itself in some kind of way. Because I remember when Trinidad beat Oscar De La Hoya, everybody was shitting on Trinidad just like they're trying to shit on Bradley right now. And what happened? For a good 6-8 months, everybody was talking bad about Trinidad. But guess what happened a year later? A year later, Trinidad, he moves up to 154, knocks out Fernando Vargas. He moves up to 160, knocks out William Joppy. You know what I'm saying? And now, while he's going that direction, De La Hoya is on the constant decline, right? He's continuously declining because right after he lost to Trinidad, he goes out, fights a smaller Mosley. He loses very decisively to Mosley. And from that point on, Oscar De La Hoya's career went downhill, while Trinidad's career went uphill. That's exactly what I think is going to happen with Tim Bradley. I'm telling you right now, with Tim Bradley being promoted by Top Rank, that means he has an opportunity to get big fights, regardless if Manny Pacquiao doesn't want the fight or not. You know what I'm saying? If Tim Bradley gets the Marquez fight, that right there is going to completely force people, the haters, to respect Bradley. Just like after Trinidad knocked out Fernando Vargas, the haters were forced to respect Tito Trinidad. Same thing is going to happen with Bradley. Same thing is going to happen. So, this looks like it is getting close to the end, like I said before, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. But that's bullshit when people say he's getting old. I'm so tired of the double standards, people being so fucking hypocritical, contradicting themselves over and over again. It's so funny because before Manny Pacquiao fought Marquez a third time, everybody who I ran into the streets who were telling me that Pacquiao was going to destroy Marquez, I would tell them, well, you understand that Pacquiao, he has problems with counterpunchers, right? He has problems with people who move around the ring. Pacquiao will only look good if you come forward. That way he can use all those angles and speed and stuff like that. So I'm telling people this, and, the ignorant people who don't know shit about boxing, what's their response? Their response is, oh, that's bullshit because Pacquiao got better in the last 4 years. He's a much better fighter ever since he fought Marquez the first 2 times. And I always say to him, how do you know he's gotten better when he hasn't fought a fighter who fights like Marquez since he fought Marquez last? How you know he got better? And, of course I was right, because what happened? As soon as he fought Marquez, the fight looked the exact same. So check out the contradiction. These same Pacquiao fans, they go from saying that Pacquiao has gotten better, then after the Marquez fight, now everybody wants to say, oh, Pacquiao is old now. Pacquiao is slowing down. Pacquiao is not focused. He's focused on other things and bullshit this and bullshit that. Of course, no one wants to acknowledge that Pacquiao always had problems with boxers. He always had problems with technicians. Like I said, everyone does. Everyone does. Barry McGuigan, the commentator from UK Sports, he said it, and I totally agree with him. He said the most difficult opponent to face is a counterpuncher. His exact words was a counterpuncher who can come forward, right? I believe the most difficult opponent is a counterpuncher who can come forward and who can move around the ring. That means they can do it all, okay? They have plan A, plan B, plan C. These are fighters who can adapt to anything. Think Andre Ward. Think Tim Bradley. Think Floyd Mayweather. Those are 3 fighters right there who can adapt to any situation. Okay? And I think Andre Ward, he does it better than anyone when it comes to adjusting and adapting. Manny Pacquiao has no plan B. If Manny can't land his left hand, that man will be frustrated the entire night. Okay? If Manny Pacquiao really wanted to beat Marquez decisively, Manny Pacquiao would have to learn how to fight in the inside, number 1. Because Marquez is a counterpuncher who likes to stay on the inside. When you corner Marquez and you fight in the inside, Marquez's basic instinct is to damn near close his eyes and to start slugging with you. And he'll start leaving himself wide open, But see, Pacquiao doesn't know how to fight in the inside. So Pacquiao's constantly trying to just land the left hand. And if that doesn't work, he doesn't know what to do. Okay? So, like I said, man, I know I'm just rambling on right now, but the bottom line is, fuck it. Let Pacquiao stay hidden in this shack. If his ass don't want to come out, let's get Marquez Bradley going on. Okay? It is what it is. If he wants to ruin his legacy like he's doing right now, let the shit happen. And another thing that I want to bring up is, for the people who make these excuses that Pacquiao's getting older and this and all that kind of shit like this. Remember, guys, Manny Pacquiao is younger than Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? You can't make excuses for someone because their career is being exposed quicker than someone else's career. I was hearing those hating ass motherfuckers. There's some kind of interview on YouTube where they're some DJs from New York. They're interviewing Floyd Mayweather, and you can tell they're just complete haters and shit. You know what I'm saying? They sitting over here talking about, oh yeah, Pacquiao's getting old now, and Floyd Mayweather's like, but I'm older than he is. And they're like, yeah, but he's been through wars and this and all this kind of stuff like that. Let me tell you something when it comes to making excuses saying someone's career is deteriorating faster because they've been in wars. If your ass was clumsy enough to be getting your ass beat more than you should, that's nobody's fault but yours. You feel me? If me and you go out to the store at the same time and we buy a pair of Michael Jordans, right? And a year later, my Jordans still look brand new. Yours look fucked up because you done been damn near running around playing fucking tackle football in them and shit. You walking all in the dirt backyard and shit to get shit out, clean up your backyard. Stupid shit. You wearing your shit, for shit you're not supposed to wear it for. And a year later, your shit is fucked up. You got holes. The tongue is sticking out. Your shit is flapping. My shit still look brand new. Who you gonna blame? You gonna blame that on me because I took care of my shit better? No, it's your fault for fucking your shit up. This is what fighters do. They fuck their shit up. Margarito, he fucked his shit up. Fernando Vargas fucked his shit up. Remember, Fernando Vargas, he was in the same Olympic team that Floyd Mayweather was in. His career was over damn near at what, 26, 28, at a young age. Margarito, young as fuck, his career is over with. Right? The more you make mistakes, the more you fumble, the more you allow sacks, the more you allow interceptions and shit like that, the more you accept, the more you run into problems like that, the more unsuccessful you will be in this sport. And it's nobody's fault but yours. Okay? This is the survival of the fittest. You don't get credit for making mistakes. Okay? You don't get credit for fucking up. When you get knocked down, when you get hurt, when you're getting your ass beat for 6 rounds straight, that is not a positive trait. That means you are fucking up. You are making mistakes. In any other sport, that would be considered a failure. That would be considered you failing at the time. It would not be considered anything good. So why should it be considered something good when you're getting your ass beat in boxing? Okay? So I'm rambling on, guys. I'm completely rambling on. The bottom line is, don't give me this bullshit excuses. Floyd Manny Pacquiao's career, he's old because he been getting hit too much. He been in wars. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. He ain't old. He's just exposed. He's just exposed. We knew 3-4 years ago he had problems with boxers when he first fought against Marquez. Hell, when he first fought against Eric Morales. Okay? But anyway, the latest article that I just read, actually, while I was doing this video, is that Bob Arum says that he's going to finally make a decision the end of this week. Today is 9/11, so he's saying he's going to make a decision. So like I said, man, I mean, whatever Pacquiao does is whatever, you know. Maybe he's going to fight Bradley, maybe he's going to fight Marquez. But the fact of the matter that it took this damn long for him to make a decision, that means he was in a situation that he did not want to be in. But Manny Pacquiao really has no choice. And I'm figuring Manny Pacquiao, he doesn't want to turn down a payday if he doesn't have to. So I guess we're going to see what's going to happen, this week. Or who knows, maybe we're going to hear this same damn drama for another week or so. Hopefully he does make a decision by the end of this week. So that's about all I got to say on this one, y'all. I'm on to the next one.